We are streaming. I'll just check the sound. If you get started on the announcements.
Good evening, welcome all councillors and welcome to all members of the public that are tuned in and as this meeting is being live streamed via YouTube. I would like to remind everybody that this meeting is conducted in accordance with our standing orders. First of all, on the fire side, there's no testing of the fire alarm that we've been informed of tonight. So if the fire alarm does go off, then please leave in an orderly manner down the stairs, out the doors you came in. And as you know, the assembly point is outside the takeaway Chinese. Please can I ask all councillors if they have received the documentation that's of the pack for tonight's meeting. Thank you very much. Can I also please ask councillors to be aware of the etiquette with regards to voting on any item tonight, and that is by the raising of your hand. Thank you. Okay, well, let's move on to the first part of the agenda. I understand we have no members of the public who are asked to speak tonight. Is that correct? So, apologies for absence, please.
Apologies of absence received from councillors not Vickers, Watkins.
Not Vickers.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Councillor Vickers is here. Councillors Knott and Watkins. Councillor Potts advised that he would be late but would be attending, and Councillor Cole absent.
Thank you. Item number 3, declarations of interest. As regards to anything that's on the agenda tonight, does anybody want to declare a declaration of interest? No? Okay, thank you. Item number 4, Chairman's report, and I have nothing to report this evening. Item number 5, Executive Officers report.
Nothing to report this evening.
Item number 6, correspondence.
Nothing to report this evening.
This is going to be a quick meeting, isn't it? Okay. Moving on to item number 7, minutes. Please note that the note of the last F&GP meeting, which was held on the 15th of April, have already been approved at the full parish meeting. However, item number 2 on this is, are any matters arising from those minutes? None? Okay, thank you. Moving on to item number 8, accounts. Starting with aged debtors, this is just to note that the sales ledger in your pack is dated the 31st of May. Item number 2 is the bank reconciliation. Councillor Brown, I think this is carried out by yourself this week.
Yes, yeah, I've agreed on the bank recs. I've signed all the bank recs off this evening.
Thank you.
To the 31st of March, sorry.
I'll second if Councillor Brown was proposing that. I'll second
31st of
it.
May, not 31st of
Yeah, I may
March.
be a bit ahead.
A little bit ahead, but we'll accept it this time, Derek. So you've seconded. Can we have a vote on that, please, on the bank recs? Unanimous. No abstentions. None against. Number 3, the balance sheet and earmark reserved, again as of the 31st of May. I need this to be approved, please. Somebody would like to?
I propose approval of that.
Councillor Moore has approved that and seconded by Councillor Vickers. And the vote, please. All in favour? Unanimous, no abstentions, none against. Number 4, which is our detailed income and expenditure as of the 31st of to approve. Again, can I have a proposer, please? Councillor French, seconder, Councillor Moore. Can I have a vote, please? All those in favour? Unanimous. And lastly on accounts, the payment schedule. To approve the payment schedule as of the Wednesday, the 17th of June for £138,552.83.
Yes.
Proposed by Councillor Moore, seconded by Councillor Vickers. All those in favour? Unanimous. Thank you. We now move on to item number 10, Detailed in your pack on page 35 is all the bank accounts. Justin, have you some comments to make on those accounts?
Just noted as circulated.
Anybody any query or any questions on the bank accounts? Okay, thank you. Moving on to item 11 on page 36 is a report on our Flagstone platform, which is about our investments and savings. Okay, would you have any comments on that, Justin?
No further comments.
No further comment. Has anybody any questions? No. Okay, thank you. Moving on to number 12 is our operational report, which you can see detailed. There's quite a lot on there. Details of the War Memorial had a bit of a revamp. There's been some work done on bus shelters, signs, and in the play areas. All excellent work. Has anybody got any questions regarding those items detailed in the report?
No. Yeah.
No.
The only thing I was going to say is that our Southwater signs that are on the entrance to the village, some of them are looking a little tired and could do with a bit of a spruce up. So if the officer could have a look into what's involved in that before they get too bad. Thank you.
Thank you. I think it's a very good suggestion. I'm going to leave that with you, Justin. Thank you.
I think my only question was obviously the lift took some time to get working again. Can we foresee that this could be a problem going forward? Do we have to put any other plans in place?
As I currently see it, the issue with the lift has been fixed. Sorry, I've just realised it's not in the report, but the lift was fixed on Friday, so they came in the afternoon, and we also managed to get a discount due to some of the further issues experienced with Schindler and their poor lead times and some of the other issues with the original call out as well. So it's working. One thing they did confirm is, appreciate we've only just entered in a new maintenance contract with Schindler. If we were still in the previous contract, none of the parts or the repairs would have been covered under the contract we were in previously, which was, I think, double or triple what we're paying now.
Chairman, can I just ask a question? Do we know the reason why it took so long to get fixed, and is that likely to be a problem going forward if it happens again?
I'll put this politely and professionally. Operational underperformance by Schindler.
Any more questions with regards to the lift? Any other questions?
On the repairs to the culverts off of Easted Lane, is there any chance that I could have 3 words to check out one of the worst ones that's been fixed? Because there's a couple along there. There's one that floods on a very, very regular basis, and it ends up making Easted Lane a river. But I don't know if that one's been fixed. I tried to have a look the other day and I couldn't see. So if I could have the 3 little words, I'll...
Of each location that have been sorted.
Yeah, along Easteds, then I'll go and double check them.
That would be helpful. If you do happen to walk past the one that's usually
The bad one, I'll
the
let
bad
you know.
one, if you can get the what 3 words, then we can find
will
out
do.
whether it's
Yeah.
the parish council's responsibility or
would that be easier if I just go and do that and let you know, Louisa know?
I think so actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do it that way then. That's fine.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, no more questions on the operational report? Thank you. Moving on to item 13 on the agenda. Beeson House CCTV and door entry report. And Julie, I think this is one of your babies.
Mr. Chairman, could I suggest that if we do go into discussion about any particulars of contractors or pricing, that we just take a moment to pause, because we should enter confidential session, but rather than do that prior to doing policies, if we could come back to item 13 after the policies, so we can cover items 13 and 15 under confidential session.
Yes.
But if depending on how discussion goes, we may be able to cover this item without going into confidential session. But I would recommend to do so. Please try not to talk about prices or details of contractors.
Right. Okay. Councillor Potts has arrived. Well, I think on reflection, it will be easier then to look at this item with regards to item number 15 as well, which I think is a similar, may need to go into confidential session. So let's move on to the policies. Item number 14, to receive, consider and approve these policies. Item number 8, and I assume all of you have read these policies, but please, if you have any questions or any points, please don't hesitate to come forward. Item number A is the new policy on sexual harassment. Does anybody got any questions? Julie? No? Any questions on this policy? So are we happy to approve it?
I think it's just to highlight that this is advised by our HR consultant to include in our policies.
I was just going to say, I'd read through it, and in my experience of it, it's all encompassing and covers just about every aspect. So I think it's a good document.
Are you proposing to approve it?
Yeah, I propose to approve.
Seconded, Councillor Vickers. All those in favour? Unanimous, no abstentions, none against. Thank you. Again, does anybody have any questions? Can I have someone to propose it, please? Councillor Vickers has proposed it, seconded by Councillor Moore. All those in favour? Unanimous. No abstentions, none against. Thank you. Item D, vexatious requests policy, to approve this new policy. Do you want to have any comments on this particular policy, Justin? No, Julie? No. Any questions regarding this policy? Yes, Councillor Vickers.
Yes, a question sort of based on what I know that we do at Horsham District Council when something is classified as vexatious. Is there a figure, an amount of money that it's costing the council at which this triggers vexatiousness? Because there is at Horsham District Council. If it's going, if officer time's costing more than a certain amount repeatedly, then it's considered vexatious.
Oh, I see.
We would follow ICO guidelines. From the top of my head, I think it's £450, but I'd have to check that.
Yeah. Would that apply here as well?
Yes, yeah.
Fine, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions on vexatious request policy? Councillor Brearley.
It was just to say, have the document that we're using, is that in line with standard practice? And it's one that we've received.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay, that's brilliant.
Thank you. Okay, we're happy. Someone, would you like to propose? Councillor Vickers proposed, seconded by Councillor Moore. All those in favour? Councillor Potts? All unanimous? No abstentions, none against. Thank you. And lastly, point number E, which perhaps there'll be a bit more discussion about, is the expenses policy. which has been reviewed and amended.
Just have some comments to add. So appreciate the track changes version that's been circulated. I sent an email on the 15th of June just explaining some further review work had been carried out in relation to a query received. And in that email, there was various explanations of how the policy works in practice, of kind of the very rare cases that these expenses on hotels and likewise meals are ever really claimed. But in terms of the sort of proposed mileage increase rate from 45p to 55p per mile, that reflects the latest HMRC approved mileage rate. So this should be considered as a necessary amendment. But I would strongly recommend that the council, following further review, amend the mileage rate to reflect this. But at this stage, I think it would be fine to retain the existing hotel and meal figures at their current adopted levels, rather than increasing them to the levels shown in track changes. And this policy is reviewed annually in any case. So my recommendation would be to apply only the increase of the mileage rate, but to retain the current adopted levels as they are.
Councillor Potts.
Thank you. Yeah. School runs and everything. Yeah, it was just a quick question on, obviously, it's fine with the current rates. One suggestion I was looking at is with the civil service and the military allowances, there's actually an option where if you're staying with a friend and family, to have an allowance to as a gift and so forth, like £45 per visit. And wondered whether that wanted to be added to it. So, you know, it's sort of like if you live near somebody but it's a family friend, you may want to stay with them and allow some financial benefit to as a present.
Instead of using a hotel.
Instead of using a hotel.
Justin, your thoughts on that?
I'm familiar with it because I did a stint in the civil service. So
yeah.
What I would suggest, if we approve it on the basis of the mileage change for now, and then I will bring this to the next F&GP, which is not too long. If I bring it to the next council meeting with some suggested wording of how we can incorporate that into the policy.
Just good ideas. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you, Councillor Potts. So we're now only going to vote on the mileage side of this new expenses policy, increasing from 45p to 55p. Can I have a proposal, please? Councillor Vickers, seconded by Councillor Potts. All those in favour? Unanimous, no abstentions, none against.
Okay. Chris, sorry.
Councillor Brearley.
I couldn't see that it includes anything for electric vehicles.
Ooh, good point.
Yeah, there is. I believe there's an HMRC rate for that. That's obviously separate from.
If I add to the action points, then I will amend the policy with some suggested wording for a rate if a member of staff or a councillor is staying with a friend or family, and then also a rate for claiming mileage for electric vehicles.
Yeah, and also it mentions petrol. Is it worth clarifying petrol and diesel?
I think fuel.
Well, fuel can include electric, so I would say petrol / diesel, and then having a separate one for electric.
If we could I suggest we just deal with the amendment to petrol to include diesel as well now?
Yes.
So that's a proposal from Councillor Briley.
Seconded by Councillor Vickers. All those in favour? Unanimous. Thank you. Well, thank you, Councillor Brady, for bringing that up. It's a good point. Thank you.
Was that agreed unanimously?
Yes.
We haven't included 4-star. All right. Thank you.
Okay. we're now going to cover items number 13 and number 15, and we may at some point have to go into confidential session whilst we're discussing this. Justin, would you like to start this off?
I'll start off by handing it over to my colleague who prepared the report.
As you know, the building has been around for quite a few years now, and the CCTV has never been changed. There was a recent incident where the police had asked for a recording from our CCTV, and unfortunately it is failing to record because it is now so dated. We have had contractors in to review the system and provide us with costings for replacing. At the same time, we've asked them to look at the door entry upgrades, because that is also a system that will not upgrade any further. It's on an old laptop which only one person can access, so we have a security issue there because no one else can use it. The laptop is starting to die, we cannot move it to another laptop, so we're in a situation where we do need to upgrade our systems.
The door entry system being
with the keypads, well, we've got the one downstairs to the main, sort of come up the stairs. There's one to the back door of the community room as well. But if we are going to hire out the community room, ideally we want to be able to give people a code to enter the community room rather than a key all the time. So the plan is to put the same system on all the doors so we can manage it succinctly through the relevant people's laptops and keep them updated.
Councillor Vickers.
Just a quick question. Happy to support that proposal. What about the alarm system? Is that up to date and efficient and working properly?
The alarm system is fine. We are on a contract with that, so that is
Separate contract.
It's a separate contract, yeah. So that is assessed every year anyway.
Fine, thank you.
Any questions on the CCTV system?
just one, and will that cost be shared by all the users of the building, or will it be absorbed? Is it just a cost that the parish council pay? Is it a maintenance and upgrade cost?
It is something that we will cover the cost of. I should make you aware that we have approached Horsham as to whether Section 106 money can be... Is it Section 106? SIL money can be used for the CCT upgrade, and it has been confirmed that we can use that towards the costs.
It's a capital expenditure.
Yeah.
Now, with regards to contractors, at this point, I think we need to go into confidential session.
Well, if there are any specific queries in relation to the two proposed contractors, then we need to. But as we're in contract with Octotech, and based on the report, we can go into confidential session. Yeah.
I'm happy with the amounts that are quoted. So I'm quite happy to.
Can I confirm that everyone?
I'm happy with the amounts as well. I think I only have one question, but that doesn't regard contracts.
Okay, Philippa. Yeah. Okay, well then I don't think we need to go into confidential session then. And it's before we approve what you have a question, that's a really.
Yes, it was just regarding the recabling. So, is the existing system not cabled?
It is cabled, but it's not of a sufficient cable.
Right.
So the cabling needs upgrading as well.
So does that mean moving it and putting new cabling?
Yes.
The old cabling is still on analog.
All right, okay, so it's not going to work at all.
It's
then.
not going to work.
No, that's a major upgrade. Thank you.
Okay, well, if there's any more questions, can I have a proposal to approve the upgrade of the CCTV, please? Approved by Councillor Potts. Councillor French has seconded it. All those in favour? Unanimous. None against. No. Okay, fine, good. So then we'll move on now to question number 15, which is about the Christmas lights contract and motive designs to receive. We've obviously there's a report and we need the approval of this. And this does involve, again, contractors, but we'll carry on as we are at the moment. Has anybody got any questions in regards to this report?
Chairman, for clarity, under the motifs, where the designs have the schools have
Yes.
given a preference, and there are two different types of design. I wasn't clear about it. Is one of the considerations either them all being option 1 from memory and all being option 3, or a mix, half of them option 1 and half of them option 3?
It's my reading
Yes.
of it as was you could have a
Right.
combination
Okay.
of the options.
Okay. Right. Because I think that is the best one.
And does anyone have a preference of the options? I think Councillor Brown, I remember you mentioned this to me that you had a preference.
But I think going with the schools on the 1 and the 3 mixed design, 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only, I think, is the available budget. We think we've got the wrong number. Did you check that?
Apologies, yeah, I should have noted that. So there is a typo in the report. Under the funding section, it says total approved Christmas lights budget for 26-27, 8,840. That is correct.
Yeah.
The budget provision includes 3,500 towards installation, storage, checks for switch on, removal of motifs, etc. for the current period. So that would cover December 2026, which is not inclusive of any call-out charges or ad hoc minor repairs. So that would leave a budget of 5,340, not 3,840, which is
Brilliant.
what it states in the report.
So if we went for 1 and 3, we'd still have nearly £1,000 left in the budget for any call-outs or emergencies.
Yes.
Yes.
Maths does work.
Well done.
Hope so. No job.
Didn't even use a calculator. Whoa. That's good.
Okay, so the proposal is to go with options 1 and 3 that the schools have put forward. Does anybody have any other questions as regards to the Christmas lights and the contract?
So if I would suggest dealing with part A first, so on the motif design, and then we can discuss the contract for the not this current year but the year after.
Okay, so we voted on the motive designs.
Can I propose 6 of 1 and 6 of 3, please?
Proposed by Councillor Brown, seconded by Councillor Vickers. All those in favour? Unanimous.
Sorry, one more question. Were these going to be ready for this Christmas, or did we say
For this Christmas.
Christmas? Okay. Why are we talking about Christmas? Oh,
We get better prices this time of year.
So moving on to part B with regards to the contractors. Can I have some questions, please?
we've had no issues, have we? Currently, they've been.
Yes, they've been really good. I think it's
So,
worth noting. Careful with my wording. Without mentioning price that they've quoted to extend, when we previously, prior to the start of the contract that we're in now, some of the other quotes and estimates that came in were higher than what we pay now.
this was definitely one of the most reasonable, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So are we feeling we stick with the existing contractor?
Yeah.
Philippa?
Just one question. With the old lights, do they dispose of them for us? Or recycle, or do we know what happens? we're not left with them to sort of find a friendly tip.
Good point.
They currently store them, so
Councillor Brady?
If I can step in there, the manufacturer under EPR rules is required to dispose of them, so we shouldn't incur any costs.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Can we confirm that, please? That there'll be no
Yes,
costs, I
yeah.
suppose. Thank you.
Councillor Briley, could you
Yeah, under EPR
EPR?
rules on electrical waste, that any manufacturer is required to arrange for disposal of anything that you no longer require.
Because we're having them replaced.
Not because we're having them replaced, just because we are disposing of
They
them.
have to arrange the recycling. Of the
Yes, that's correct. They're yeah. Manufacturers are responsible for it. They'll probably have something called a take back scheme that they're a member of.
Okay.
So we will need to contact probably their scheme provider, who will take collection of them. But yeah, the council should not incur any costs there.
It could be that the contractor already understands that process. So if we check with the contractor, then if they've got it sorted, then
But there should be no
take the
costs
problem.
to the
Yeah.
council. And just to say that they can't be voluntarily given to anyone because they're used electrical items. So they'd have to all be tested, and we don't have the insurance for it, so they do have to be disposed of.
Okay.
Councillor Briley, thank you very much for your input there and clarifies matters. So are we of the sort of a view that we can continue with our existing contractor, or do we want to go through?
I think is it that we just approving an additional year of contract?
Yes. So
Yes.
to cover the installation and for the period for the festive period between November 27 to January 2028, but it would be inclusive of storage between this coming Christmas period up until January 2027, right up into January 2028.
Yes. Proposed by Councillor Vickers.
Proposed by Councillor Vickers, seconded by Councillor Moore. All those in favour? Unanimous. Thank you. Any other questions with regards to Christmas lights? Thank you. Well, we've now moved on to number 16, and it is the date of the next meeting, which is quite a long way away, which is the 21st of October 2026.
Nearly winter.
Yes, nearly winter. Yeah, be nearly Christmas. Thank you, everybody, for your attendance. And apologies if we perhaps did go a bit swiftly, but I think everyone had a chance to contribute. And meeting closed at 18.